welcome back to my channel. So, Coral knows that Mary Sue and Daniel have reconciled and that they're fixing their marriage, and if Coral were to be honest with herself, she wished that Mary Sue actually divorced Daniel and find someone who she thinks can be so much better than Daniel. It's just that she just doesn't trust Daniel at all. She doesn't trust him to be faithful to Mary Sue again. She doesn't trust him to make her happy. And it's just like she's her mother. She just doesn't want to see her little girl getting hurt again. And I think that's pretty fair. Also, let me give you a bit of a backstory for Coral, and I think I just made this up in the spot, but it makes sense. I sure hope it makes sense. So listen, back when Coral was younger, let's say college or maybe like a young adult, somewhere around that age range, she used to have this wonderful boyfriend. At least she thought she was wonderful. This guy who was sweet, nice, thoughtful, considerate. He was like the perfect man. And after a couple years, she finds out that during their relationship, he cheated on her with another woman. And when she confronted him, he insulted her. He just dumped her like she was nothing. And it took Coral a long time to trust another guy after that ordeal, and that guy ended up being Herb, and she has been happy for several decades ever since. It's just that when Coral sees Daniel, that's all she can see: the betrayal, the disrespect, and she just hopes that Mary Sue knows what she's doing, and she hopes that Daniel doesn't break her heart ever again, and she hopes that if she ever sees Daniel in person, she is not going to, harm him in some way or another. She has been trying to reduce her stress and her anxiety. Meanwhile, Herb has been thinking about the entire ordeal too. It just has been pretty stressful for him too, just because he doesn't want to see Mary Sue getting hurt either. Even though he was not the one he was confided into, like Coral, he can tell that that it was just painful. That Daniel shouldn't have done that. That Daniel shouldn't have done what he did. That he shouldn't have had an affair. And it's just like it stirs some feelings towards him right now. It makes him think about the past. It makes him think about the person he used to be before he met Coral. It's just that how do I put this the right way? When he sits down, he sees a young version of himself. He sees someone who wasn't committed to one woman. That someone who was very easy to disregard a significant other's feelings, and when he met Coral, he vowed to never be that person ever again. He vowed to devote himself to Coral, and that it has been that way for many years. And he knows that Coral is just over here and trying to reason with her feelings, and he really wants to make her feel better. He really wants to try, especially because he knows that he knows the story, because Coral has told that story before, that this guy cheated on her in such a terrible way. And what does he want to do? Listen to their joke? Yeah, he's just trying to make her feel better. Of course he's trying. He really is trying to make her feel better. Try to lighten up the mood. And Coral is happy about this. And she's just so grateful for... She's just very grateful that Herb is there for her. That Herb is nothing like Daniel. That Herb is nothing like that guy that cheated on her. She's just very, happy that she can rely on her. And as a reward, she's just going to chill. She's just going to be romantic with him. They're going to be romantic for the entire episode. I hope so. Well, not to the point that it's boring, but just something to make give some hope. No. Let me say that again, just to like make it wholesome. I'm trying. So what did you want to do? Slow dance with her? Absolutely. Slow dance. Let's get these old people the chance to have something for themselves, especially because for the past few episodes that have been featured, it's just wasn't about them at all. It has been all about Mary Sue and Daniel, and I really want to give them to them. I just want to give them their spotlight, like an actual spotlight for them. So they're just gonna do what they have to do, and he wants to ask her on a date. Well, not really, ask someone on a date, and of course he's going to do that. So smooch, that's close. Like just enjoying himself, especially because Herb is willing to let her forget about that guy, let her forget about Daniel. So he's willing to just, oh, that is quite a noise. Just trying to make you feel completely better, and she's just gonna chill, and she's gonna say, you know what, I need to get dressed. I'm kind of glad that you're not working. And Herb is like, I know how you feel. I understand that it has not been the best situation for you, and because I know how you feel. And Cora's like, yeah, I get it. It's okay. I'm gonna be okay. So Herb, and what does she want to do? Maybe watch a movie. Let's watch a movie together. I don't see why not. Let's see a drama about both, but it's okay. I want to fulfill a little bit of their aspirations before I decide to call it quits. Is that gonna be possible? Hopefully. Okay, watch a movie. And that was it? Interesting. So what else? Be best friends with Ben. Ben. Where have I met this one before? Oh yeah, up screen, back when there were a couple of neighbors coming by, and it just has been, she has been trying to get friends. She has been hanging out. Of course, she has been talking with the neighbors. She has been talking to, well, Nina, not really Nina, but that, I think that's her who's with more people. Did they really lose all the relationship with people? Is that what's going on? That is so sad. What do you want to do? Give love to Grace, play with Grace, buy a car, ask him on a date. Yeah, I don't see why not. Let's just, sure, let's. And the mail is coming. Sure, why not? Is she going? Yeah. Oh, you know it's real love when you can go to the bathroom with your significant other coming by. Is that what I think it is? Mortimer. And that's Newton. Great, Mortimer and Newton. I don't see. It should be fun. We're both very old. It should be a good experience for all of us. Let's meet Mortimer, especially because the oldies know that Mary Sue is friends with Cassandra Codd. So it's just a good experience to get to know the father of your best friend's no, the father of your daughter's best friend. There we go. That was so much better. Meanwhile, Coral is thinking, I haven't talked to Ben or Bine. Maybe I should just give her a call. Maybe I should invite her over. Maybe I should have some coffee or some tea, something to eat. I don't know. That should be a very good idea. So let's see. Where did Newton go? Interesting. So this one's Christy Toyonaga. Oh, what a name. So she's going to invite Ben Scott over. Sure. That it should be just calm. It should be calm, right? It should be a good idea, right? So Mortimer and Herb are just chilling. The benefits of being old, just being friends with older people, and Get mail. Sure. Let's get some mail. When is Ben coming? Ben is here. Ben is here and she looks fantastic. Hold on. Let's greet her. Ben Scott. Sure. Ben Scott, let's meet. Nice to see you. Excuse me, Ben, but I'm gonna pay my bills. You know how it is. Of course it is. And where is she going? Where is she going? And I'm gonna let you in a little secret. I really am. Herb actually knows Ben. He really does. From many years ago. And Herb is gonna notice that she's right here, and he's gonna be like, you know, like, oh, Ben? Is that you? Ben, is that really you? And he's speechless right now. He never thought he will ever see this woman again. Especially because he remembers her pretty youngish. It has been that long of a time, and just looking at her sparks some unpleasant memories. And he's trying to be pleasant about it. And oh, okay, she's gonna be right here, sure. And Herb actually Herb is saying, "What are you doing here?" And Ben's like, "Oh, don't be like that. I came here because Coral called me." And Herb is like, "What do you mean?" And Ben is like, I happen to, oh, that's awful. I happen to know her from. We just met at the supermarket, and I want to say hi. That's your wife, right? And Herb is like, uh-oh. Ask. And Herb is like, oh my god, what do I do? Oh god. Let me just go ahead and say, let me just spell it out. What is exactly going on? Remember when I said that Herb wanted to be a musician? Technically, when he was a teenager and in college, he technically was, but it wasn't like he was in a label. He was just a musician. In the terms of, you know, garage, as in a band with people that he knew. And Ben, let me tell you something about Ben. Ben used to hang out with Herb and his band. They 3 times, and Ben is like, do you remember our college days? Do you remember our high school days? It was awesome. It's just so nice to see you. And Herb is like, yes, like laughing, like, of course. And Ben's like, it's just so nice to see you because I've been having such a hard time, especially because my parents died. And Herb is like, yeah, it's not good to know, Ben, but it's just like, he wants to get away with this. Let me just continue the story. I'm really trying so hard to like be consistent about this whole thing. What does he want to do? Chat, sure. Let's do this. And they're just gonna chat too. Sure. Let's chat too. But okay, let me just say it. Herb and Ben, when Herb was in the band, they Ben used to be like a wannabe groupie, and she was pretty friendly with the group members, with the band members, especially with her, because back in the day he used to be very attractive. Let's not get it twisted. He used to be very attractive. He used to be very good looking. He was pretty talented. And Ben and Herb actually had a thing going on. They did. They have a thing going on, and they have like a sexual relationship, especially because Ben was so determined to pretend that Herb and his band were gonna have like an actual career. So it's just the illusion of sleeping with the musician was just a thrill. And Ben understands that, Herb understands that she's nothing more than, for her, nothing more than an old flame to him. But, and they're trying to be civil, but Herb knows deep down that having his old flame here when Coral is right here, especially when Coral has been lamenting this whole ordeal with Mary Sue and Daniel, especially her own ordeal about many years ago about that guy who cheated on her, and seeing, it's just like her seeing Ben for the first time in so many years is striking so many negative emotions, especially because he knows what he did. He knows what he did with Ben. Especially, like, listen, it was casual. That was way before he knew Coral. It's true, that was way before he knew Coral. But it was just a fling to him. They understood that it was like just fooling around. But here's where it's getting so horrible. Here's the thing where it's getting terrible. Before Coral and Herb got married, Herb got a bachelor party celebrated by his old band members and friends he knew from college. And guess who was the stripper who came to his party? It was Ben. Ben was the stripper, and it was just very awkward for her because she was someone who he used to sleep with, he used to have a relationship with. And here's where it gets even more horrible. In the bachelor party, him and Ben have a little farewell woohoo. They actually have a tiny bit of a thing going on in the party. For her, it was just a one-time thing, just to like get out of his system. But he knows that if Coral were to find out that he did this, that he slept with someone days before he got married to her, he knew that it was gonna hurt her. He knows that. And when he found out that Ben wasn't going to be in Pleasantview anymore, or in near him anymore, he was pretty grateful. And it has been like a well-kept secret for so many decades. But now that Ben is here, it's just, there's no escaping. There's actually no escaping this situation anymore. He has to deal with the fact that Ben is now friends with Coral, and he is afraid that Ben might say something. He is afraid that Ben might tell Coral about his past, because Herb never told Coral about his past, especially because the first thing they talk about was Coral being cheated on, and he really wanted Coral to trust him and to love him. So his past has been sanitized for the sake of being with Coral, but there's no escaping anymore. There really isn't. There's no way to escape this, and he is so afraid that he's losing his mind. He really is. He's gonna tell everyone to just leave. Even though Mortimer is such a nice person, he has nothing to do with this. He knows that, but it's just like he wants to make an excuse that he doesn't want to see Ben anymore. He really doesn't, and he's gonna say, Mortimer, Ben, can you please go? I really want to hang out with my wife. Is that gonna be okay? And Ben is highly suspicious about her. She just noticed that she didn't get to talk to Coral as much as she wanted, and she started to think that Herb doesn't want her to talk to Coral at all. So something tells her that maybe Herb has not been honest about his past. But if Herb doesn't like it, that's too sad, that's too bad. She's gonna continue talking to Coral and being friends with her. But that makes Herb think about what he did, and how's he gonna explain this to Coral? How's he gonna keep this? How's he gonna keep this a secret? He can no longer keep it a secret, but oh my god, it's just gonna be so hard, and he's going to be all lovey-dovey with Coral. Try to make her forget the fact that he did that towards his guests was kind of not a good idea, and before she can say why were you so why were you so inconsiderate to my friend, but Herbert's so like, it doesn't matter, it's gonna be okay, and because Coral loves Herb so much, she's willing to let this go. She has absolutely no idea what's going on, and she's gonna be like she's gonna be all like let's see, what do I do? Peck, sure. She's just gonna be like, oh Herb, you are unbelievable, you truly are. Let me just take a picture. I've been trying to take pictures all day. Yeah. Interesting, especially because I keep telling you, Herb's skeletons that he kept so buried in that closet are about to come back to haunt him. Especially because he knows Ben. Well, he used to know Ben back when he knows the Ben that he knew. That's what I'm trying to say. He doesn't know what kind of person she is right now. And it's just like if Coral and Ben are gonna continue being friends, there's no way that there's going to be a solution to this. So he is going to try to make the family be stable, especially the Pleasant family. Try to continue to pretend that he didn't make a great mistake back in the day. He's gonna continue acting as the faithful husband, faithful friend. It's hard. It's really hard, especially because Coral trusts him so much. And if Coral were to find out, it's game over. There's no way to fight back. There's no way to get back from this one. Oh Lord. So hopefully this wasn't so messy. I tried my best to. I really tried my best to fit the little backstory for both of them. So I'm gonna end this part right here. So what do you think? Do you think Coral's gonna find out? Do you think Herb is gonna be able to bury those skeletons even further in that closet, or is it all gonna backfire on him as soon as it possibly can? So I'm gonna end this part right here. Leave a comment, like or dislike this video, and subscribe because I care about subscriptions. And I'll see you on the next episode of my Pleasantview series. Bye bye.